Alrighty then. Time for me to show you guys my Jim Carrey DVD movie collection. We'll start out from earliest to latest, obviously. So here's my Jim Carrey collection. Jim Carrey's always been an actor that I've wanted to have every one of his movies in my movie collection. If you guys can think of any Jim Carrey movies that I'm missing, let me know, comment below, so I can go out and grab that because I am a completist. So, yeah. So the first movie I remember that Jim Carrey made was Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. This is the snapback snapback case. Old school, I like that it has the original cover. I remember my parents didn't let me see this because it was PG-13. It always had that one weird part where the girl turns around and you see the dick in the back of the panties or whatever. And that's why my parents probably didn't let me see that movie. And when I was a kid, I thought that it was a guy, but then later on you find out it's actually a girl who played that part. But when you're a kid, you think it's a guy because you see the cock or whatever. But that was a weird part. That's the only thing that was weird about this movie. But it's a funny movie. Just put Jim Carrey on the map to be famous and everything like that. Yeah. Next I have Dumb and Dumber, one of my favorite movies of all time. This came out after, I think the same year as, or maybe a year later after Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. But I would rewind the part in this when he's on the toilet. Funniest part of all time. For sure. And this too is a snapback cover. I like the snapback covers because they keep the original look and everything. That's why I like that. And then I also have the unrated version of Dumb and Dumber because I'm such a fan of Dumb and Dumber. I don't have part 2 because I'm waiting for it to be a little bit cheaper. It's still kind of new. It's still like from $19.99 to $10 even used. So I'm going to wait for it to be like $5 or less for me to grab that because I am a bargain hunter. And then this one was also, all these movies are around 94. The Mask, I saw this in school. Great movie. Love that movie. And then we got Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, coming out in 1995. My parents I guess I was older in 1995 than Ace Ventura 1, so my parents actually let me see this one in the theater. We all went to see it. I think it was for Christmas or something. My mom took us all. Then The Cable Guy, one of my favorite movies of all time. Matthew Broderick's in it. I'm also going to do my movie collection of my Matthew Broderick's movies that I have because I am a fan of his too. He's a great actor. I love how he has that like shy, dorky, short character to him where he's like, he's not really like a big tough guy, but he always ends up getting the girl and just being the nice guy. And he grew up in San Francisco. He went to school with my neighbor, my best friend too. So yeah, let's see. Man on the Moon. This is Jim Carrey's dramatic role. This is kind of like a comedy drama. He plays the true story of a comedian that was kind of a little out there, and I think he suffers from drug addiction in this movie, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a good movie. He did a good. He played the part well in this. He acted really well, and he even got best actor in this movie. I forgot when this movie came out, 1999. So now we're getting a little bit later. And then this one, The Majestic, is another comedy drama where Jim Carrey plays that dramatic kind of role. He did an okay part in this. Man on the Moon's a lot better than The Majestic. I also need to get The Truman Show in my collection. I had it, and I need to get that one. That's another kind of comedy drama role that Jim Carrey played. I got Bruce Almighty, one of my favorite movies. Jennifer Aniston's in this movie. Just a great movie. He becomes God or whatever, so he can do all kinds of crazy stuff. Really funny movie. I like that one. And then coming out after Bruce Almighty, I think this is like 2004. That one's 2002 or 3. 2003, Bruce Almighty. This one's 2004. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, one of my favorite movies of all time. Even though that Man on the Moon won Best Actor, I think that this is the best dramatic role that Jim Carrey ever played in a movie. I love this movie. He plays he's depressed about his girlfriend. He can't get over his girlfriend, so he goes to this place to try to clear his mind and take the memories that he has of her out of his mind. Really, really great movie. And I love this special edition case that it's in. If I could get it out. Let's see. But it's got some really cool artwork there. If you guys can see this. Really cool case. That's how it looks. Special edition. And then it has this cool book with a whole bunch of pictures in there. I like that. Jim Carrey is the best. Him and Adam Sandler kind of came out around the same time. Because I know Jim Carrey did like an early movie, same as Adam Sandler, that was like 5-6 years before he became famous. I forgot what movie that's called, but this has some really cool pictures in it. Really cool little booklet. This is a cool edition. And this is a great movie. Really good movie. Kate Winslet does a great part in this movie too. This should have won some awards. I think it's Kate Winslet. And I think, who else is in this? Mark Ruffalo, Elijah Wood, Kirsten Dunst is in it too, so pretty great movie there. And then Fun with Dick and Jane came after Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This one, I think was like 2005 or 6. 2005. Great movie where he loses his job and him and his wife start robbing convenience stores, but they don't do a good job of it. But still a great movie for Jim Carrey fans. And weird, I didn't know this, but I saw it on IMDb. Jim Carrey has a small part in this where he plays a younger version of Joe in this movie. You guys remember Simon Birch? And the newest movie I have in my Jim Carrey collection is Yes Man, which is a great movie. It has the same kind of feel as Liar Liar, where he can't tell lies. Something happens to him in this movie where, what happened? Where he has to say yes to everything. So, really great movie. Hold on one sec. Whew! I forgot I had Liar Liar too. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Just like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, I remember I had a hard time getting my parents to let me watch this movie because it was PG-13. And I think what happened was like, they saw the preview at my grandparents' house and they were like, no, don't let them watch that. So I had to watch this at a friend's house to see this one. But it's a great movie. It has a really good message to that movie. And it's kind of just like Yes Man. So that was my Jim Carrey movie collection. I know I'm missing Truman Show, which I used to have. Me, Myself, and Irene, which I used to have. I guess I have to go and buy those movies again. If you guys can think of any other Jim Carrey movies I'm missing, comment below so I can add them to my collection. I know that one movie is called, I think, Earth Girls Aren't Easy. I think that Jim Carrey plays like in that movie too. That's like way before Ace Ventura. But yeah. Next on the list, I'll show you guys my Adam Sandler collection. Have a good one. Till next actor.